Hey, my lovelies, Empress Vibrant here. Welcome to Vibrant Oracle. I pray you all are well. So, today's message is freedom, and the message says you are releasing any self imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Okay. So, what it is that we're looking at is that we're not here for the beating up ourselves thing anymore. I think what Divine is saying is like, listen, it's full time you release this prison that you are holding yourself behind. And I liken this card to the Eight of Swords in the traditional tarot. And the Eight of Swords is like feeling trapped. Like there's usually an image of this woman and she's trapped by the eight wands behind and she's blindfolded. And in her mind, there's no way of getting out of this prison of swords. There's too much going on, and the truths that she has around her are so rooted that she's stuck behind them. So it's like those of us who are in this stage where there are self-imposed restrictions or limitations, it's going to be a space where it's going to have to come from a place where we are releasing that, we are allowing ourselves to become a little bit more open to what is possible, open to the next levels of things, the scenarios that are about to come to fruition is going to come from a space where we are not beating up on ourselves. We are not saying, oh, if, or, you know, if things were different or whatever. We're actually in a space where we're going to free ourselves from that kind of from that Eight of Swords energy, where it's like, oh, things have always been hard, so they're always going to be hard. You know, my childhood was like this, and this is what has been happening throughout my adult years. My relationships have been like this, you know, and it's quite limited if you are just going to keep seeing things from what has happened previously and not put yourself in a space of being open to the newness that the universe has to offer. There is a vast energy and a vast universe of gifts and opportunities and experiences that are out there for you. But if we don't release this very small and restrictive perception, it's going to just be like we're yielding the same fruits. And then you will prove yourself right by what it is that you're putting out. And then you will experience the same kind of things over and over again. And it won't feel fulfilling, and it won't feel like there's no growth, and won't feel like there's anything. Like, what's the point, basically? So the energy today is just literally about freeing yourself from them self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations, you know, and by allowing yourself to be open to the possibilities. Who says you can't have that? Who says it can't be warm and fuzzy and loving if because before you had something that was harsh and unyielding and not nurturing? Sometimes it's hard to kind of let go of some of those things, especially if you haven't done much of your shadow work. Then triggers will come up. Triggers will come up, and triggers will come up to show you the parts of yourself that still need healing. If you are constantly waiting for someone to turn their back on you, or constantly waiting for someone to bite you, or someone to for the other shoe to fall, then there's something going on within you that needs healing, because it just means that whatever damage was done still resides in you, and the energy of that is still permeating outside of you. So you will have other people who you may have never met before come into your space and into your aura and do just the things that you are worried about. So they will treat you in the way that you've used to being treated. You know, that person comes and shoots you down and makes you feel small, because within you you've got this fear that it's going to happen anyway. There's a self-imposed restriction that these are the things that happen to me and have happened to me. So then when it comes, it's just going to be like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's going to be like, see, This is what happens to me all the time. But it's because in your mind, it's happened before, so why shouldn't it happen again? So if you can start to really work on those triggers, know that the triggers are there to be help, they're there to help you. It's those emotions are there to say there's still work that needs to be done, there's still self-care that needs to be done, and you need to be able to get to a stage where you feel comfortable with moving from that state of being. So again, be kind to yourself, free yourself from those self-imposed restrictions, knowing that there's a vast universe. Be open to the possibility that things won't be the same and that you will find somebody. And it's not a case of all that's left is just the dregs. That's not the case, you know. So please be open to the next level of who you are as we constantly continue to grow. So much love, my lovelies. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. You take care now. Blessings.